So in your shadow side, Aquarius, there is a call for you to bring your inner badass out and wrap your arms around yourself, okay? For all the gods and goddesses out here that embody Aquarius, you guys know that we're the humanitarians, right? So we're always there for people. We're always jumping into the rescue. We need to really embrace that within ourselves, okay? Because there is unconditional love that we need to experience when it comes to ourselves. We're always giving this out. This allows for us to not get the reciprocity that we tend to later on look back at and notice, like, hey, I'm not getting my needs met, or I'm always doing so much for people. And then when I go to look around and I need someone, I feel like a lot of us have some really great people around us, but we also have people around us that don't know how to embrace us back. And we're not really that open always to what is going on with us, and we have this great innate ability to know when someone is going through something and to be able to jump in and know exactly what they need. But the problem with that is that there's not a lot of other people out there that can reciprocate that back. Okay, so we do tend to feel a lack in that sense. So Spirit is saying that we need to find this unconditional love that we give to other people and start to really refuel that within ourselves. We can't depend on other people to act and respond the way that we do and to give in ways that we do, but we are missing the point that we're not giving back to ourselves fully. We overgive and then we have nothing left for ourselves. So that is your shadow message, okay, Aquarius? Now, in regards to your overall energy, I am seeing that there has been a lot of celebration going on here, okay? So either you have been really uplifting other people and their achievements or their newness. I feel like you may have even been attending some events for people that have completed certain projects or anniversaries, baby showers, wedding, bridal showers, that sort of thing, whatever, graduations, whatever milestones that other people have been celebrating, you've been there to really celebrate that with them and been able to lift the cup to say congratulations, okay? But there is a part of you that has experienced a lack of achievement for yourself or lack of celebration for your achievements. And I feel like with this King of Cups being here, there may also be in the matters of the heart, okay? I feel like for the collective here, I feel like there is a yearn to be able to celebrate something of your own when it comes to matters of the heart. Like you yearn to be able to celebrate, how do I say this? To celebrate your individual accomplishments, but also being able to have your individual romantic type of celebration. So having this one-on-one union with someone. So of course it's not you being single and you being alone, but you and this person as a unit. That is your single intimate space, your single achievement in terms of a relationship. And I feel like you've been able to give advice to people about their relationships. You've been able to be there for people with their major events in their lives, but you haven't really been able to celebrate your own union in terms of a relationship, okay? And I think that before, maybe it didn't matter that much to you because you've been so busy. Some of you have just quite honestly been really jaded when it comes to relationships. But now it's like, I want to celebrate something with someone as a romantic partner, okay? And I do see here that you're trying to find the strength to really look at what makes you happy. Like, what is your wish fulfillment? I think that you guys are at a point where you're asking yourself this, all right? And you're really hoping to be able to communicate this or to hear some good feedback. You know, it's almost like yearning for someone to communicate that they want to, you know, be a part of your life and you want to be a part of theirs. It's like wanting to have this new adventure with intimacy is what I'm seeing here. And you're trying to figure out, what is it that I want? I've been celebrating with other people about the things that they've been going through, but I see that there could be a possibility where you're wanting to understand what intimacy means for you, a union for you, people celebrating on the behalf of your relationship or something like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and further look at this, but this is what I'm feeling so far from the collective. All right, let's see here. What is the foundation? Let's see. Foundation, please. I'm finding it very hard to articulate exactly what is going on here. I'm an Aquarius. That's in my sun position, but I feel like for us, it's very difficult in matters of the heart. Okay, a lot of people say that we're aloof. I think that we're just very on guard when it comes to expressing our feelings, or even, you know, looking at love as something that we want. A lot of people yearn for it and really thrive towards it. We are doing so many things on the day-to-day where we're there for other people. You know, we like to be entrepreneurs. We like to give to our friends and family members. So sometimes the relationship piece falls short. And then we have this ability, right, where we find a lot of broken people along the way. And there's something about Aquarius that just knows the right thing to say and the right thing to do. And so we don't get that reciprocity back when it comes to any relationships, when, you know, family, friends, but especially in the relationship department. I do see here that with the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing, okay? Things are really shifting. I feel like an old cycle is closing out and a new cycle is coming in. And I think this is why this mindset of, you know, who do I really have in my corner? Do I have someone here that, you know, is my King of Cups, you know, my Queen of Cups, somebody that can be there for me? You know, I'm always there to support other people in intimate ways. Doesn't always have to be romantic ways, but your friends, your family members, the people that you're, you know, you have compassion for. But it's almost like, who is compassionate towards me? And I feel like this is more in a romantic way. Like if I just had this one person that once I come home and I do all of these things, you know, that one person that is just sitting there waiting for me to come home and can hear about all of the adventures that I, as an Aquarius, Alice in Wonderland, have gone through, and really, you know, help me to kind of vent this out and really pour back into me, you know, because we're always taking our cup and flipping it, you know, this way and emptying it into other people's cups. Well, who do we have that is there for us and just there for us? And I think that's the question that we're having. And, you know, things are starting to change. Our mindset is starting to change here. We are looking for some way to really be embraced, because we love to embrace people. We love to uplift. We love to help people change. You know, but it's really come to a point where, who do we have? Who's in our corner? Some of you may even feel guilty that you're even, you know, thinking this way, you know, but it comes a time where you do have to express this self-love and figure out what is your wish fulfillment. You know, we're always trying to help people figure out what it is that they want and what they need to do for the best interest of them. Okay, so when I'm looking at outside influence, I am seeing here that the Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is the universe, okay? In terms of where you're at right now, the universe has your back, Aquarius, okay? They understand that you feel like, you know, you should be further along. They've seen that you've put in a lot of work. But it's like, what have you grown for yourself? They see all of these things, all of these pentacles, all of these things that you've put in, all this groundwork that you've laid in these foundations for other people. It's like, you know, when are you going to start fresh here, Aquarius? When are you going to do something for yourself and start this new beginning? So the universe is like, hey, I'm going to bring this foundation all the way down in order for something to rebuild for you specifically. Because you and I both know, as an Aquarius, we'll keep giving. We'll keep going like this. We'll have moments where we have this downtime where we just need to be alone and we need to recharge. And we say that we're going to do this for ourselves and we're going to do that. And as soon as that phone call comes through, as soon as someone knocks on the door, as soon as someone, as a stranger, feels like, you know, we could be the person that, you know, could help them, or if we see someone in aid, we just jump right into it, right? And so the universe is like, hold on. I see that this is something that you can't do. This also talks about karma, right? So there is a lot of good karma that I see that we have, as an Aquarius, have put out. We're not perfect, so, you know, there could possibly be some bad karma that's coming towards us, but I don't see that here. I feel like the universe is saying that they're going to step in on your behalf in order to change the game here and bring something new in for you with the Empress, okay? For some of you, there is someone that you have been dealing with. This is a person that feels like the two of you should have been a lot further than where you are. All right. And, you know, they wanted this new beginning, but for some of you, you have someone, right? You have someone, but you're investing so much time and energy into other people. And if we go back here, this is a new message that's coming in now. You're out celebrating, uplifting other people, and there's a romantic partner that is waiting, okay, waiting for their turn to get your attention, Aquarius, because you are out here saving the world, celebrating with the world, whatever it is that you're doing. This person is like sitting here waiting to offer you, you know, this cup of love, this, you know, this intimate time, and you're out celebrating. And so this person doesn't feel like you're as far along as you guys could be right now. They feel like they've invested a lot of time and energy, but, you know, there's just still something lacking here. They're not getting your full attention. They're wanting this new beginning with you. And you might look up, Aquarius, and there could be the fact that this person says or does something shocking that really snaps you out of this bubble that you're in, because you're so busy celebrating for other people. So I also see, going back to the karma card, this is where this karma could come back to you. So if this is the case for you, and you may possibly be neglecting your relationship or not paying attention to someone that you care about romantically, you may want to use this as a moment to say, am I doing this? And try to correct this before this Tower moment comes, because this person may very well say or do something very shocking because they don't feel as if, you know, you are giving them the time or attention. The other thing is that this person could come and do something really shocking and say, you know what? I want to be with you. I want to take this to the next level. I want something new. I feel like we've been doing this too long, you know, like kind of building, kind of not, like laying some seeds down. And then as they fall down, we kind of put them back up, but there's nothing new that we're producing. So don't be shocked, Aquarius, if someone that you've been dealing with kind of grabs you and says, listen, I want more from this. That could be shocking to you as well, because you might not even see this coming. You might not even know that this person feels this way, because I don't feel like this person is vocalizing that they want more, or that they feel, you know, kind of like, you know, on the back burner. So there's 3 different messages here. let's look at absolutely exactly what I said. Bow. Okay. So what needs to happen here, all right? Number one, you need to get victory over your own stuff, Aquarius, okay? You need to really, really start to be able to find victory or small victories in your own life, okay? I understand that you want to be there for the people and all that good stuff, right? That's what we want to do. But this is a long time coming. You know, some of these things that should be coming to us that we've been waiting on for such a long time haven't been able to manifest because we've been so busy giving out, right? And so we've got to be in a place that we're able to receive it and to do something with it. But when we're preoccupied, you know, we can't really do that. So we need to find our own victories and know that, you know, this is a long time coming. There's things that are coming to us that we've been waiting on, and understand that our victories do truly matter. Okay, so let's see here. Outcome for Aquarius. Look at that. The outcome. For some of you, this is simply just freeing yourself and really freeing yourself from, you know, jumping to the aid of everyone and really just, you know, not really building for yourself. And this could be, for me, this is also the entrepreneur card, okay? Freeing yourself from the ties of other people and feeling very free to do your own thing. But for the collective, this is the marriage card or the twin flame card, some people believe. You know, this is coming together eventually with someone. And I think this is exactly what, for the collective, you guys have been wondering. Like, is this going to happen? You know, am I going to have someone for me? You know, is my household going to be a happy home? Am I going to have this, you know, household where it's me and a partner? And, you know, like you said, for some of you, you want to come home to someone that is going to support you emotionally. Okay. So I see this as the outcome, but you really, really have to allow this change to come in. You're really going to have to start new, and it's very difficult to kind of step back from certain things, but it is time for you to celebrate things in your own right. Okay. But I do feel like, you know, you're going to have to find the strength to really look at what makes you happy, and you're really going to have to play out your own things. So you're really going to have to communicate. You're really going to have to be able to let your guard down a little bit. I know that people, again, say that we're aloof. We just are very careful about who we emotionally invest in terms of relationships. But I think that it's time to do so, Aquarius. And if you're not someone that's really looking for a relationship or looking for someone to be there for you at this point in time, I do feel like you have to get to a point where, if that's not for you, what is your wish fulfillment? Like, being real with yourself, not coming from a standpoint of, well, I just don't want somebody coming back in and then me having to deal with their... Yeah, nobody wants that bullshit, okay? But what do you really want? Do you want to be alone, or do you want to have people or someone around you to celebrate your victories? What is it about your victories? Is it leaving that employment where you feel like you're always having to do things around the office or for this company, and you're not building something for yourself, and you want to break out of that and you want to have your own, you know, business? Whatever it is, you need to focus on your wish fulfillment and finding the strength to look at that